Hello. Welcome back to some more Silent Hill F. What does the F stand for? It stands for frightening. Oh, scary. Okay. So last time I said I was going to think out the puzzle. And I did. Kinda. Well, I mean, I did. Okay, I did. But I'm not 100% sure what the solution is, to be honest. The only thing I managed to conclude is that I may have been overthinking it, right? Specifically with the birds. Well, with the words that within the bird passages, okay? When it says the black bird wishes, the white bird wishes. So my thinking is that I overthought it, right? We have to put the white bird and the black bird in a place that's opposite to what's happening. So the white bird wishes to resist, but it cannot because it wishes to, right? The black bird wishes to take the white bird, but it cannot because it's, well, I don't know, somewhere else. So what does that mean? Well, I'm thinking that maybe the white bird goes here. Okay? Stay with me now. And maybe the black bird goes here because it can't move, right? It's just a dude sitting down, so he can't go anywhere. He wants to take the white bird, but he can't because he's sitting down. Now, the hard part still is the fox. The fox is still the tricky part, right? The fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. I'm still not 100% certain. Yeah, I don't know. That's the fox one is probably the most tricky one. Damn. Nothing really with the fox mask that's like visually anything. Yeah, the fox is the one I'm not 100% certain on. Maybe I could be overthinking it as well. In the sense that, right, because the fox brings triumph or brings his followers in triumph, right? So I assumed that that meant that this kind of like, I guess, royal fox that's being carried in Harlequin? Is that what these are called? Well, Harlequins are a bit different. I guess it's still the same thing, just like a different version, right? Maybe it's just called differently. I don't know. Yeah, the fox is the one part I still haven't really figured out. I also wonder if there's like some other trigger, right? Because there is mention of offer the crest and lay bare your soul, right? What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the fox has to be in either, like, somewhere here, right? Because it's about the fox bringing his followers along in triumph and not noticing the birds in conflict. So I feel like it has to be here, right? Or at least somewhere like in this like Palanquin thing. But maybe I got the birds wrong. I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking like maybe when it's, you know, when it says that the birds wish to be gone, it's more of like a, we have to think opposite, right? Like the white bird wishes to be free, but it can't, right? It's not free. So what does that mean, you know? I don't know. Short answer is I don't know. Alright, the blackbird wishes to take the white bird, but it can't. I don't know. I still think that this guy is important. This like sitting guy. I don't know, maybe the blackbird goes here. No. Maybe it goes here. Because I guess there's, I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't think about the fact that, you know, it talks about the birds in conflict, but the problem is that there's nothing really in this poster that Or nothing in this mural, not poster. Nothing in this mural that really indicates conflict. Yeah, like I said, the only thing that looked like it was maybe these two guys, but that's kind of it. But I already tried that, it didn't work, so... I mean, I don't know, like I said, there's so many different ways you can kind of think about this puzzle. Right? Like, you could think about, the black bird wishes to take the white bird, and, like, the fox here in the front has, like, a black kimono. Well, not fully black, right? Just, like, the pants are, like, a striped black. And, you know, the fox, the like, noble-looking fox is in a white kimono, so it could be something like that, you know? I guess that's an idea that we can try. But then it's like, where does the fox go? Maybe the fox, I'm still thinking maybe the fox goes here as like a potential spot, but yeah, then it doesn't work. I don't know. This is a tricky one. I feel like maybe I'm just like misunderstanding something. Let's see. Maybe the problem is I'm focusing too much on the second verses, right? Or on the second kind of half of the hint, right? Maybe the first half is, you know, maybe the first half has something that I'm missing. So prove your intent with the crest 3. Okay, that's just telling you to go find the 3 crests. Show what lies deep within your heart. Okay. Offer the crest and lay bare your soul. Okay. So maybe I have to think about this more from a perspective of the game rather than like as the foxes in a separate, the foxes, birds, etc. as like a separate thing. Maybe I have to think about this mural differently, right? Like maybe the fox in here is supposed to represent us. Maybe, question mark. So maybe in that case, maybe it would be something like we carry the mark of the fox, but we wish to be free. Oops. And being guided by the blackbird? I don't know. Maybe not. Or try this combination, right? Yeah. Maybe over here. Maybe it's not in the fan. Maybe it's just in here. No. Maybe we put the fox emblem here, or crest, right? Maybe it's supposed to represent like a, like even though we can see the back of the, you know, I mean, we can see what the back of the crest looks like. It's just a solid circle, but maybe it's just leaving out detail, even though pieces like this tend to be detailed. But that scared me. I was like, what? I didn't take it out. I feel like I'm maybe thinking about this more correctly, right? I feel like I'm thinking about this more correctly. Like that this parade kind of celebration is in reference to Hinako and you know, the whole ritual that's been going on. I just don't know where to put what. So we have to think about the blackbird wishes to take the white bird. Right? So the white bird wishes to be free. So I think this is correct. Right? I'm thinking, you know, Hinako, the white bird, wishes to be free. But she can't because, you know, she's being carried along. But the blackbird wishes to take the white bird is a hard one. Maybe here? Because like again, right? This guy is sitting down. Maybe he's, you know, contemplating. He's questioning things. I don't know. And then, I don't know. The fox is the hard part. I don't really know where to put it. Right, the fox brings along followers in triumph, and he notices not the two birds. So I'm guessing that what this is supposed to mean is the fox is obviously Fox Mask, and not noticing the conflict is basically how Fox Mask never notices how Hinako and the doll kind of interact with each other. That's my theory. That's my theory, that this is what it's trying to tell. Right? This is what it's trying to be based on, right? Deep down, Hinako wishes to be free, and whoever the doll is, are some other part of us, I guess. Right? The doll wants to take us, but we can't, right? And the fox leads us in triumph. So I think the Fox Crest does go here. I'm like still like 60-40 on this one. But the other ones I don't know. Yeah, I might have to look up like a hint, because I think I'm just like, I think the problem is that I might be overthinking it, and now I'm like thinking up different ways, different like meanings of this mural and how it relates to the, you know, the hints that we've gotten. And I might be going just like way off base. Might just have to bite the bullet. The thing is, I would ask a friend of mine. Like, I would ask my friends, but the problem is they're probably going to want to play the game. Well, he doesn't have like a photo mode or anything, right? No. That'd be really funny if it did. Because the only problem is I don't want to send this screenshot to any of my friends who want to play the game, because, you know, this is a very spoilery. Okay, hold on. I have a good idea. Hold on, let's see. Okay. If I take a screenshot, right, make sure I get all the... Okay, perfect. All right, hold on. I have a big brained idea. Okay. Let me show it on disk. Okay, let me open up Windows Explorer. Let me confirm the one that I took. Yes. Okay. So what I'm gonna do. Okay, is open up Microsoft Paint. Then I'm going to put the image I just took in Microsoft Paint. Actually, I'll do a different program that I use. I use a Krita. Because it's easier. Let me just see what the properties are of the photo. Okay, so same as my computer monitor size. Just want to double check, make sure. Okay, anyways. Point is, okay. Dimensions. Oh fuck, actually, what are my computer dimensions? I don't remember. Or not my computer dimension, you know what I mean. Monitor, okay. 2560 by 1440. Okay. Create. Okay, now we have a big canvas here, and I'm gonna plop this in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a little box. Oh, I guess I could showcase this, huh? Hold on. Will this work? Ah, there we go. Okay. This doesn't matter to you guys because, you know, this isn't spoiled. Okay, so take a little box and just zoop. Okay. All right, stick with me. Wait. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, why is it doing that? And then we just, whatever, we'll just fill it in, I guess. All right, we'll just do that. Okay. This way, I can send this picture to a friend and maybe ask them if they have an idea. And I can just say, the box is spoilery, don't worry about it, I hid stuff. I just have to ask, well, I guess the puzzle itself was kind of spoilery, huh? Well, I'll ask a friend who may or may not play the game. I guess I'll first send a message like, hey, you know, X, are you ever going to play Silent Hill F? And if they say no, then I'll be like, cool, can you help me with the puzzle? Okay. I'll still leave this spoiler-free box though. Alrighty. Now let's save. Let's save the box. Not save it. Let's export it. Yeah, there we go. As a JPEG on my desktop. We're gonna call it bird puzzle. Oh, wait. Before I save it, let me let's do 6. Let me circle the places that you need to insert the crests. It might be a little hard to spot on the picture, so let me just do like big red circles as like these are the places. I have 3 thingies. I have to put them here, here, or here. All right, there we go. All right, now I can export it. You can't really see the export process, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to see it. All right. Bird puzzle. Spoiler free. Oh my god. Okay. That was loud. Okay. Close that. And then let me show back the screen. There we go. Okay. Now let me open up this Discord. You go to my desktop. Let me ask one person who I think might not play the game a question. Or let me ask them the question. Okay. Let's see. Hey, X. Quick question. Will you ever at any point in the future play Silent Hill F? Question mark. Because I know one friend that will, one friend that probably will, but one friend that I'm not 100% certain on if they will or not. Because I don't know if they play horror games like that. So that's why I'm asking them. I'm gonna hope that their answer is no, and that way they can help me. I realized I accidentally had a typo in my thing, my question. That was a bit confusing. Let me just sit here for a second and wait until he responds. I'll of course cut it if it takes a while. I'll just cut it. Well, I'll just cut it until he responds anyways. Doesn't matter. I guess the confusing part is what exactly do the placement of the crests mean? You know what I mean? Or maybe not the placement of the crest, but like the holes, right? The holes that I can place them in. What do they mean, right? Because some of them are like this one that makes sense, right? Like all the ones in the lanterns, those make sense because you know lanterns can have lanterns can have symbols on them. Those make sense, obviously. Right, same with the fan. A fan can have, you know, some kind of iconography on it. Right? The one on the back, yeah, same thing. Could also have iconography on it. Maybe not in this case because we can see the, you know, the fox here on the bottom right is just a solid circle and nothing distinct. Oh, hold on. I gotta answer. Fuck. Fuck. He said yeah. He said yes. Damn it. All right, I'll figure it out myself. Okay. So if we go down the line of thinking that these foxes are meant to represent characters, right? So this fox maybe represents Fox Mask. This fox in like the white robe represents Hinako. The problem is, who would the black bird represent, right? Because obviously the white bird is supposed to be Hinako. Or maybe not, but I'm assuming it is just because of the whole, you know, black bird wants to be, or the white bird wants to be free, etc. Or I guess wishes to resist. That's the hard part. Wishes to resist. But then the problem is the fox, right? The fox brings along his followers in triumph. That's why I'm thinking this one has to be the fox, right? Because I mean, look at him. He's all happy and gleeful, like, ah, right? I don't know. Let's see. Did I try? I don't know. Did I try fox emblem here and then the bird emblems here? I guess so. Fuck, man. I don't get it. Am I stupid? No. I think I'm just overthinking this puzzle like a lot. Do I look it up? I don't want to. I really don't want to. I really want to figure this out, but I can't ask people for help. I can't figure it out myself. It's like, what do I do? Oh, it's so sad. I've already been here for like 30 minutes. What the fuck? Okay. I'm reading an IGN guide. I'm just like slowly going through it so I don't accidentally spoil myself. So apparently this is the last puzzle in the game. So I guess I'm at the end of the game. Well, I guess spoilers, huh? Well, I mean, I already knew it's like towards the end of the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. So supposedly, okay, so I was right in that this the puzzle, etc., is related to like Hinako. So I did that line of thinking I had was correct. So that's good. So I'm on the right path. So this line of thinking is correct. Right? They say that the mural's basic mechanics do not change, but the hints get more metaphorical and plot relevant as the puzzle gets tougher. And it says there's no real trick. It's about trying to interpret a metaphor, although some of it makes more sense when you know that the mural on any difficulty is a veiled story about Hinako herself and who she's turned out to be in the end. And also, what's something cool is that they have a little like I'm not sure what the word is, like a little injection in like the article. I don't know. But they wrote, at the time of writing, we discovered that the solution to this puzzle can actually differ between runs, even on the same setting. And it also changes depending on the ending you choose. Or like the ending that you're going for. That's actually like really, really cool. That's actually really cool that the puzzle changes even on the same difficulty. So the way that I solve this puzzle is going to be different from how somebody else solves it. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe the position of the crests are different or whatever. Okay. So we have to view this puzzle as a veiled story about Hinako's journey thus far. Okay. That's good. That's good. So I was on the right line of thinking. Maybe a little bit off, but on the right track, basically. Okay. Which means that my friends would not have been able to help me. Fuck, that's so sad. Okay. So we need to think about what these foxes represent. Well, I don't know. I'm not very good with metaphors. I'm not very good with metaphors and especially when it comes to Asia general. Asian metaphors go insanely deep. They have layers upon layers of meanings that are very, very difficult to parse unless you know a lot of like stuff. This is a thinly veiled story about Hinako's journey and what she'll become. So we don't know exactly what she'll become because, well, we haven't made it to the end of the game yet, but we can guess that Hinako will become a vessel, right, for Inari-sama. That was my guess, is that Hinako at the end of the game, on this ending, right, this fixed ending of ours, ooh, excuse me, becomes a vessel for Inari-sama. That's my main idea. Okay, so let's run with that idea. So the fox brings along his followers in triumph. I'm still very, very certain that means Fox Mask, right? When we think about how, as, you know, let's say, as we continued on through the Dark Shrine, right? As we continue doing more and more of these rituals, how we started to meet more and more of, I guess, Fox Mask's followers, right? There were like, you know, when we were doing the 3 rituals earlier to, you know, look like how we look now, there were the, you know, the shrine ladies that were so ever kind to help us, you know, by giving me the saw to cut my own arm off, or branding, or, you know, branding Hinako's back, or cutting off her face. You know, pretty handy guys, right? They're pretty handy. Pretty handy gals. Okay. So we have that in mind, right? Yes. So the fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the 2 birds, right? Because it also specifically says his and he, right? It's specifically using he and his as pronouns, right? Meaning it has to be Fox Mask in that specific part of this poem or whatever. Now, the blackbird and whitebird refer to Hinako and the sort of 2 selves that she's kind of fighting with, right? So the blackbird, like I said, it's my theory still the doll, the part of Hinako that wants to be free, right? That does not want to listen to Fox Mask, that wants to be her own self, right? We read that in her journal entries that she does not like when people tell her what to do, unless there is somebody that, you know, she trusts heavily, right? And even though Fox Mask presented himself as trustworthy and has been very kind to us, that doesn't necessarily mean that he is trustworthy, right? I mean, look at what happened to us. Look at what he did to us, right? So the blackbird is the Hinako that does not trust Fox Mask, and the whitebird is the Hinako that does. We'll make it simple. So the blackbird is the one that doesn't trust him, and the whitebird is the one that does. Okay. So if we keep that in mind as to what those crests mean, so the fox crest is for Fox Mask, so which means it has to go here. It has to. Like, it has to. There's no way. And I'm still thinking. All right, bear with me. That this is still Hinako, right? It makes sense. Think about how Hinako has been treated. How she has been kind of put on a pedestal. And for the last puzzle in the game, it's a really fucked up one. Let me in! So, I'm pretty sure Fox Mask is this guy. That's all gleeful and happy because he got his prize, right? But then the question is, what do the white and blackbirds represent in this mural? That's the hard part, huh? Who the fuck is messaging me while I'm trying to figure this shit out? Oh my god, I want to watch fucking Dragon Ball. Okay, maybe why not? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna cut the footage here because I don't want to just like sit here and record forever. Especially when I'm like not really talking. I'm gonna cut the footage here, and then I'm just gonna like sit down. I'm just gonna sit here and really think about it. Like really try to think about everything in this game and what this mural means in terms of Hinako's journey. So, you know, so I'll cut it here and then I'll get back to you when I hopefully figure out the answer. Okay, so I'm on the title screen. Let me go back into the game. So there's gonna be a nice little cut here in the video. Because from when I recorded last, aka the last few minutes or so, that was last night. And then I, you know, took a break to watch Dragon Ball, etc. with my friends. So I thought about the puzzle some more. I think I have an idea. Okay. Now bear with me here. I thought about it, about what the blackbird means, what the white bird means, what the fox means, and what it means in this mural. And I think I have an idea. So let's start with the white bird. Where the hell did I put it? Hold on. No. Give me that. And then where's the fox? There you go. Okay. So I think there are 3 important things in this mural. There's the noble fox inside the palanquin. I still have no idea it's actually called a palanquin or not. I know like palanquins are similar to this, where like, you know, they have like noble figures being carried, but I don't know if this specific variation is called that, but whatever. You have a little carriage here with the noble fox. We have the fox here in the middle. It's like contemplating, and we have the 2 foxes running away. So my thinking is that this fox represents the fox crest. This fox represents the white bird, and one of these 2 represents the blackbird. Now my thinking for that, right, is if we think about the story, right, even though Hinako has been pretty, well, agreeable to a lot of the things that's been going on in the Dark Shrine, and has been going along with it, as we can very physically plainly see, there's still some part of her that maybe is resisting, right? So I think that this contemplating fox in the middle is the white bird, because this fox is in the middle, right? Oh, not exactly in the middle, but in the middle sense, in the middle-ish. And what it means, how I'm thinking, is this is like the border, right? Hinako is like this fox on the border between becoming a full-on fox, like we see on this side, or running away, like we see on this side. So, I think that the fox crest maybe goes here, or the lantern, one of the 2. That's kind of the part I'm not 100% certain on. And for the black bird, maybe this one? Fuck. I was thinking like, oh, come on, man. Like the logic I had in my head made it sound like it was so right. Yes, I know. Like, do you get the logic? Like, it makes sense, right? It's like the fox that's sitting here, like, you know, contemplating, you know, maybe like whether to go forward or to go backwards, right? That makes sense. That would be like the white bird, you know, wishing to resist, but maybe not fully, right? Contemplating, thinking. Whereas the blackbird is one of these guys. I don't know. Let's just switch the fox emblem to the lantern. No, come on. The logic sounded so good in my mind. I felt like it made sense. Something else interesting, I think, that's... I don't know if it means anything or if it's just like a detail. How, like, yeah, this fox that you can put the crest in has, like, a rope. They have, like, a rope tied around them. I wonder if that means anything. Because, like, the other red foxes don't have any sort of rope around them. But I don't know. Maybe it means something, and I just kind of haven't been thinking about it. I just assumed it was just like some nothing important, just like some part of the the mural, just like a cool little, just like some detail of the mural to kind of give it a little bit more character. But maybe it means something. Maybe the roped fox means something. Could mean Rinko because of the scarecrows and stuff. Wait, that would actually make way too much sense. The fox that's bound, the fox that has two ropes around it is pointing in a direction just like the scarecrows did. That's so funny. That actually kind of makes sense, but I don't think that's the right answer. But that does make sense, you know? That is... that does make a little bit of sense, which is kind of funny to think about. I guess that's another thing to think about too, is like, is this mural specifically talking about like the journey that Hinako is taken through the Dark Shrine, or are we thinking also in like the, you know, the overworld, right? The real world's kind of stuff that's been going on. Hard to say. Okay, I guess let's go with the interpretation that maybe the blackbird is pointing. It wants to take the whitebird somewhere. But the whitebird wishes to resist. What does that mean? I don't know. And the fox in his triumph notices not the two conflicts between the birds. Dude, why is this puzzle so hard? Man, I'm so upset that the line of thinking I had was wrong. It made so much sense to me. Okay. I think the fox crest has to be here. I just feel like it makes the most sense. Like, I don't see any reason why it can't. It's not, or I see no reason why it shouldn't be this one, you know? I mean, look at this fox. He's all gleeful and happy. He's in like a triumphant mood. I can't speak. Okay. Whitebird wishes to resist. You know, maybe we should think about this one, right? Because out of all the lanterns, this one is definitely the most strange. Because instead of, you know, holding it on a stick, this guy's holding it in his hands. Okay. Maybe this one's the whitebird, weirdly enough. And I don't know, this one's a blackbird. What? Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? So you're telling me you're telling me that the came to this puzzle the first time and I was like, oh, maybe when I talked about the conflict, maybe it's those two dudes on like the right side, right? I thought it was those two dudes, and at first like, oh, maybe not, but come on, are you shitting me? At least it's finally over. God damn.
Sa, kimi mo. 始めようか。
はい。
これで最後だ。よくここまでついてきてくれ
一緒だからここまで来られました。
た。もうわずかな辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
Achievement. Wow, it's really red.
お前たちのせいで。
I got the big bird monster. Do I really? Why? Why do I have to fight these guys? Oh, I gotta repair my axe. Oh my god. Die, god damn it.
邪魔する奴はみんな死ね。お前たちがやったように私もお前たちの全てをぶっ壊してやる。
Steel pipe premium. Oh my god.
何もかもめちゃくちゃだ。返して、私のすべてを返してよ。
Let's go, big bro. Oh my fucking god, you're gonna be an annoying dickhead, fine. Fucking put your dukes up, dickhead. I hate that I'm forced to fight these big fat ones when they're like the most annoying. Okay, maybe now we can go to Sakuko's mailbox. I said, get out of my way! Oh, name Shimizu Hinako. I was gonna say Hanako. Hinako. Last seen wearing colored uniform, colored skirt. Details of disappearance. Left home met with wearing a. Yo, Sakuko. Yeah, I know it's a bit fleshy, but do you have a mailbox I can access? Maybe on the other side? Wait, here we go. A more spider greatly decreases weapon durability consumption from performing light attacks. Letter from the hospital. Prefectural University Hospital, Department of Psychiatry. Psychiatry? Psychiatry. Come on now. Mr/Mrs. Igarashi. Test results. We have compiled the test results for Igarashi Sakuko below. Number 1, results, no abnormalities found. Number 2, observation, shows characteristics of mild autism. All other test results were within normal range. 3 notes. It is not unusual for pubescent children to claim they can see and hear things that are not real. As they mature, these issues tend to resolve themselves on their own, so I believe there is no need for concern. Regarding her fear of the dark, her response is proper and natural. Continuing to scold her may only worsen her condition. Please do not trouble yourself over Sakuko. Simply raise her with love and affection and let her mature at her own pace. Oh, I think I got a... Ow. I got an achievement for that. Ooh, an Ari Sushi. Oh, I would love to grab it when being jumped by things. Ooh. Oh my fucking god. Fuck you. Oh my fucking god. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you guys so much. Go to hell. Oh my god. Let's see, I might put on that Omamori spider. Oh, we're going back to Chisuria, where it all started.
これがどれだけ失礼なことかあなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。
I call that thing a bird, but doesn't really have any bird-like.
殺しなさい。さあ。それがあなたのためです。死になさい。
Achievement get. Path of self-preservation. I refuse, is what it said. Well, damn. So I wonder if the fog beast is Hinako. Or, I don't know. Because it has the same big, like, arm. Hmm.
どうか心安らかな日々を。
Antlers? Question mark? I was right.
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
街が綺麗。
What? Whoa, that okay. I was not expecting the fog beast to be, well, us. Let me change my Omamori since well, we don't have any weapons. Oh yeah. Fox arm. The right arm I was granted by the ritual. It still feels somewhat stiff when I tried using it, but I must learn how. I'm actually pretty excited to do another playthrough through this game to see like how different the endings are going to be. Okay, this is still the same.
これは私の選択。
Oops. My God. Die, damn.
私は家に帰る。世界が私を祝福してる。両親にも会いに行こう。
Go away. Time to duke it up. Excuse me. A shrine. Antique comb. You won't be able to stay as you are now. Goodbye. Yeah. Okay. Bro, go away. Oh my fucking god. My goodness. Make him use all my Inari sushi. I thought I'd use it for later. The path of exaltation. I accept. That's what that achievement said. Can I get the Naginata, please? Proceed. Alrighty, it seems like we made it to the actual finale now. Yeah, I was unsure how I would feel about the whole, like, your first playthrough of the game is a fixed ending, but after getting to this point, I can definitely say that I understand why. Right? This game, in your first playthrough, forces you to see the dangerous, dark, disturbing outcome for if you do basically what Foxmask says, etc. Right? And your next playthrough onwards is not achieving that, I guess. But there are 5 endings though, that's the thing. I'm not really sure what the other 5 could be. Well, I guess it depends on what this one is, right? Is this ending like a bad one, or is this just like a normal one? Like maybe we're about to go fight ourselves. Our big like bird. No, I keep saying bird. Our big like beast, fog beast self. I don't know. And then maybe like the different endings are like, I don't know. That's my guess. We're about to go fight the fog beast, and then get like a normal, happy, not really happy ending. But like other endings will be like you can save your friends and stuff.
まるで私の心みたい。
A steel pipe and 2 crowbars. 1 toolkit. All right, I think we're pretty good. I think as long as we Wait, hold on. Now that we have thinking spider.
あんたなら全てを壊すの手伝ってくれるよね。
I'll keep the steel pipe. Yeah, I'm thinking one of the endings, or the true ending, is going to revolve around that that legendary sword, maybe, and possibly that rare herb flower thing. What the hell? Am I about to do a gauntlet?
通さないつもりか。上等だ。
Fuck, I was so ready for that time too. Nice. Hold on, we have a few items now. Alright. Cool. So wait a minute, if we were taken to the Dark Shrine, does that mean that our parents were? Probably not. They got like blown into bits, so probably, answer's probably no. Oh, we're going like, going like the entire path. Okay, interesting.
また邪魔するか。気が済むまで血の海に沈めてやる。邪魔するな。どけ。
Oh my god, man, I dodged that. I pressed the button. Okay, that one I did not. That one I messed up. You know, I think it'd be funny if there was a achievement in the game for bringing this first, like the first steel pipe you get. Imagine if there's an achievement for like if you were to bring it all the way to the end of the game. It sounds doable, but like really, really hard, but doable. I don't know, it's kind of hard because like there's so many places in this game that's like very difficult to avoid encounters. And some encounters you have to fight, right? Like every encounter with like the big skin sack monster, you have to just fight.
もう後戻りはできない。
Ooh, all right, I guess we made it. Okay, let's see here. We got a red capsule. Probably just discard that. I guess let's increase our stamina. Time to do it. Though, I guess I should probably save my game first. I don't think I saved. Okay. Actually, we'll stop here because I think... Because I forgot that I recorded like 50 minutes of me puzzle solving. Well, I'll probably cut a lot of that out. I don't need to showcase 50 minutes of me puzzle solving. Ah, whatever. This episode will just be kind of long. We'll just continue, it's fine.
Go. 清水ひな子。
Kitchen knife. Time to kill ourselves, I guess? Yeah, I question it. I question it too, Junko. I have no idea how we're alive.
所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何の？あなたいつから飲んでるの？そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？
全然大丈夫だよ。これを飲むと落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私に構わないで。
Huh? Oh, the brooch! I didn't even realize we have the brooch on. Even though we're playing the, like the real Hinako instead of like the inner Hinako. Oh shit. The Shiromuku. What is a Shiromuku? Whoa, nice cheating. Yeah! Get up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up! The time for sitting is over. It's time to put them dukes up. That was fucking horrifying. I'm gonna back up. What? You don't understand. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I thought I timed that right. I don't understand how to dodge that attack. See that sick ass dodge? Oh, that counterattack's really hard to... I feel like that counterattack's kind of hard. Okay, let's see if I can understand this attack. Maybe I just have to run? Okay, so I just have to run. Oh, we need to leave. Okay. Oh wow, we have a lot of red capsules. Oh.
ちょっとどうしたのよ。
Oops. Excuse me.
これは何の真似だ。おい貴様、正気か。
うるさい、どいて。邪魔するなら容赦しない。私に、私たちに誰も構わん。
待ってくれみんな。ひな子とは私が話す。ひな子、なぜだ、どうしてお前の心を分かってやれたと思っていたのに。
Huh?
ひな子、ずっとって約束したじゃない。
裏切り者。
どうしてこんなことを。やめなさい。銃を奪ったあんたを許さない。
ごめんよひな子、本当にごめん。俺が間違ってた。俺はただ、でもこんなになんて。
やめろ。友達の声で話しかけるな。
The pills. Yeah, I never really made mention of it because I didn't really think about it too much, but this game does have...
もう少しの辛抱だ。
Yeah, I'll just talk after. Why? What do you mean it just ends there? What?
葬る。
米川により県警本部県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
羽倉町1より県警本部、一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず、被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局、女性被疑者は20代、花嫁装束、身長は 160cm 少々、常吉神宮より逃走中、凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い。各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町1、それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から。
What? What the fuck? Hold on, I need to skip because I'm ooh. Let's see. You cannot create new save data by beginning New Game Plus. You can experience changes to the story and have a chance to fulfill specific conditions to unlock new endings. You'll also be able to play on the hard difficulty setting Lost in Fog. So what carries over? Faith, obtain Omamori, stat upgrades, certain key items, and non-puzzle documents and journal information. We'll save that in a second. Wait. Oh, view endings? Ah, so the first one is coming home to roost. Drown in a bottomless pit of self-down. Oh, they actually tell you. Oh, they actually tell you the ending conditions. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so the second ending: didn't take the red capsule, purified the sacred sword, or you didn't obtain it. Obtain the Aguro no Hote-sama. Okay, ending conditions: didn't take the red capsules, obtain the unpurified sacred sword. This one complete 2 different endings. And this one is listen to all UFO broadcasts, found all 3 of the Great Space Invasion movie posters in order after listening to the UFO broadcast stations, found the great, okay, this one's probably like a joke ending. Cause Silent Hill has some joke, like Silent Hill, like Silent Hill games have like joke endings, right? Like Silent Hill 2, the dog ending. Okay, so I'm guessing that this third ending here is probably like the true ending, quote unquote true ending. Okay, well, I'm happy the game tells you what to do. So I guess we need to complete one of these. I guess I'm curious what this one is. Didn't take the red capsules, purified the sacred sword. So I was right about the sword. At least I'm happy I was right about the sword being important. Obtain the Agura no Hote-sama. Okay, I guess we'll do this one next. I guess this one might be a bit easier though, like, didn't take the recapsule to the unpurified sacred sword, but I want to do this one because I feel like this one might be like the good ending, quote unquote, because it's like we're purifying the sacred sword and maybe with it we'll be able to whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna reload the save because the title screen is very loud. Okay. This is because this is a bit quieter. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. Anyways, as I was mentioning earlier, before I decided to wait, one thing I noticed with this game that was not like directly mentioned, but was like kind of shown. It was like shown to you, and then sprinkled a little bit throughout the game, was the fact that Hinako is dealing with a drug abuse problem, right? Like I said, the game doesn't really directly mention it. It kind of, or like, it doesn't really like shove it in your face. It kind of like lightly shows it to you, like little by little. With the, like I think in the beginning of the game when Shu gives you the baggie with the capsules and all the other like text boxes and stuff, or like not text boxes, the notes and stuff, from Shu throughout the game that mention Hinako's headaches, right? And, you know, giving her a specialized medicine for it. Collectible. Hold on, I think we can find it very easily here. Let's see. Origami, unopened. No, not this one. This one? No. Oh yeah, this is the herb or flower. The hakokosu. Hakokuso? I'm still not 100% how to do that one. Yeah, like this is the note we got. It's like these painkillers should work best. Okay, yeah. Here we go. So right, so like this one, right? Where it's like Hinako's been complaining about headaches. When I tried to pinpoint their cause, it was came back to stress because of her relationship with her father, and she's suffering from tension headaches. First, I recommended she uses over the counter, but then she started asking for more and more, and so she, you know, Shu switched to giving Hinako traditional Chinese medicine that uses kudzu root, right? Because he said he doesn't like the idea of Hinako developing a reliance on drugs. But as we saw, right? Okay, hold on. Can we get a? No? Oh. I thought it'd be nice if we got a, maybe in New Game Plus we can see the journal entry on the Fog Beast, but anyways, what I think is interesting is, like I said, the game doesn't like directly talk about the drug abuse, right? It's just kind of hinted at, and then there at the end is kind of more like directly, it's more like shown with like all the pills on the ground and like how, like when you open your inventory you have like 100 pills already, and you know, as you're just running around there's more and more and more pills littered all around. And then it gets really weird with the whole police crime scene thing for two reasons. One is there at the end where the two officers were talking with one another, and they mentioned how, you know, they're talking about a woman going around killing people, right? But they say that the woman is in her 20s with a wedding dress. Oh, I didn't see here. Damn. Ouch. So clearly that means Junko, right? But why would Junko be? Why would Junko go around and kill people? You know? Well, that's kind of the hard part. We don't really know. Because the thing about Junko is we don't really understand why she shows up and why she looks like this, right? She just kind of appears. And then the police chat is talking about, you know, a woman in her 20s in a wedding dress, you know, killing people, right? And how there's pills at the scene. So, but what does that mean, right? Does that mean that Junko has been also using the same medicine? Or was I right in my thinking of, you know, the whole Junko and Hinako are like one and the same kind of thing theory that I mentioned earlier? And I don't know. So if we think of it from like from that sense, right? I have to like rewatch stuff. The thing with like watching stuff in Japanese is that it's hard for me to like remember every single word that I read because it's easier for me to remember things that I've heard. But I didn't want to play this game in English, not because the English was bad or anything. It's probably fine, but I just feel like it'd be more atmospheric if it was in Japanese. I'd feel more what's the word for immersed. If it would be more like more immersed into it. Anyways, that's a side point. Main point. So I'm thinking that potentially what the story is that we are actually Junko. Hinako probably died a long time ago. Well, some time ago. And Junko in trauma thought that she was Hinako. Which is why we had like Rinko saying that Hinako is dead. Right? Maybe we've been thinking that we're Junko, or we've been thinking that we're Hinako, but we've been Junko the whole time. And a lot of the stuff that happened within the game is some sort of like drug-induced hallucinations. Does that make sense? No. There's so many things wrong with what I said. There's so many, like, it's not the most logical thing. There's so many, like, oh, but what about this and this? But I'm just kind of shooting stuff, right? I'm just kind of like shooting ideas. I feel like it's kind of hard to say anything 100% until I do the other endings. So for now, let's just stay with the idea of the Hinako Junko like death and like the trauma caused one of the sisters to take on the identity of the other sort of thing. And let's run with the idea of like the pills that we've been given, you know, the painkillers, I guess, that we've been given, we abuse them too much and we've started hallucinating. Which is possible, probably, in real life. I don't know, but maybe. The only other series I've seen where somebody hallucinates off of using painkillers is House. Well, I guess that might be a spoiler, but House is also like a decade-old show. But in like the TV show House, there are towards like I think season 4-ish, if I remember correctly, season 4 or 5 is where we kind of see the effects of House's abuse of Vicodin, where he starts hallucinating like crazy, right? It's not like simple hallucinations. He starts hallucinating like whole like levels, right? Like his hallucinations get like crazy. And then that's when he, you know, decides to go to rehab because it's like, well, that's not good. It's not as simple as like, oh, I'm seeing people. It's like he's hallucinating like whole events and stuff that never happened. But anyways, So my theory is that that could be something here. That could also be something that happened here. But of course, it's not like 100% clear. Because, you know, the thing with Silent Hill is that, you know, we're the whole like thing with it, like I mentioned earlier, is the whole like the town of Silent Hill kind of is a weird metaphysical reality where your inner whatever, your guilt, your doubt, your inner negativity becomes made manifest, made physical, right? Your violence, your hatred, your doubt, your sadness, you name it, it becomes physical, and it's you're kind of forced to physically deal with your trauma, with the negative emotions that you have. That might be oversimplifying and missing a few details, because I mentioned before that I don't know the 100% the whole Silent Hill like lore, etc. But I believe that's the gist of it, more or less, plus or minus a few things. But whatever. I'm just kind of like trying to get like a basic idea of plot, so that when I do the other endings, I can kind of like think about stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll head back to the title screen for now. Yeah, other than that, what I think about this game, it's really good. This game is really, really good. I didn't think it would actually be this good, but it is really good. I give it like a solid... I'm gonna say I give it a solid 9, because the only thing I don't like is how many like forced combat encounters you have. Now, you could say that other Silent Hill games have those, and they might be right. And like I said, I've played Silent Hill 2 and 3, but I don't remember. I don't like remember them 100% because I played them a long time ago. But well, I know. Oh, okay. Forced combat encounters that aren't boss fights, I should say. I should put an asterisk that aren't boss fights. But yeah, no, I'm just like not the biggest fan of them, but like some of them I can understand like story-wise. So you know what, I'll be nicer. I'll give it like a 9.5. So I'll take like 0.5 points off for like the non kind of like relevant combat encounters that are just like, yeah, go fight this big fat asshole and then you can proceed, right? So like, you know, like in that last segment there when you're playing as like inner Hinako and you're going back to the Shimizu residence and you're like, you have to do those like kind of combat little arenas. Like that's fine. I understand why they're like doing that, stuff like that. But some of the other ones are just like, it's annoying. Whatever, like I said, it's like such a minor thing. So I'm gonna give it like a 9.5 because it did annoy me enough. What else can I say about this game I didn't like? Just to kind of add on to that 0.5. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like everything else with this game was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. The combat was more fun than I thought it would be. I actually really enjoyed it. The boss fights were really cool. I'm really curious to see what like new ones we get in like the other endings, right? Yeah, just the combat was overall really fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. The game was pretty like scary, right? Not like a terror kind of scary, but definitely just like a very skin crawly, disturbing, goosebumpy kind of scary, right? This game definitely like makes you want to just like vomit kind of scary, you know? Well, some people might. I won't, but it's definitely like, yeah, Jesus. What is wrong with you, Ryushiki? What the hell, man? Kind of game. But yeah, that'll end this, episode. It's definitely gonna be quite long, but that's okay. But yeah, right now the plan is I'm gonna finish editing all these, and then I'll record and then I'll sit down and do a playthrough of the other endings. But for right now, I want to like sit down and like finish editing all the backlog. So finish editing all the Silent Hill F stuff, maybe finish editing a little bit of Silksong stuff, and then we can start the other endings. But we do have Monster Hunter Wilds stuff coming on Monday, or I think Sunday? There is like a maintenance happening on Sunday. So I think we're actually getting Omega like a day early. I gotta remember it's like Monday Japan time. So we'll I'll see tomorrow, right? But anyways, we have Omega coming out on for Monster Hunter on Monday/Sunday ? And I'm pretty excited to see what that boss has to offer, right? See what that monster can do. Big robot beetle. But anyways, yeah, sound off is cool. I will definitely try to, you know, get one more ending, right? Like I said, I'm gonna go for the ending number 2 here, because I feel like this is probably gonna be like the good ending, and then, you know, we have the I guess maybe true ending here, where the requirements are just unknown. We have to get 2 other endings. Yeah, I'm guessing this is a true ending, because maybe we have to, you know, it wants us to do 2 other endings because we need to see like more of the mystery. We need to unfold more of the game before we can like really understand this ending, you know? So we need to see basically how the game plays when we don't take the red capsules, which I'm guessing means that this game is gonna be probably not like that different, but different. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.